The sunrise, y'all. It's not golden from the dust storm. My aunt saw one the other day, but here you can see the sun right there and everything. Sorry, I need to speak up. Let me turn on this light real quick. Well, like every other living room in the house, there's no light bulb. Hey everyone. Today, I'm gonna go over my newest additions to my collection as of like 2 weeks or so. Gotten quite the collection already. Got Schleich in the other room. That's just Safari Limited. So let's go over with this one. It's a Pteranodon. It's an old Safari one, and the wings have a bendy wire in them. Let me stand y'all up real quick. Let me get the camera stickers. That's my aunt's Star Wars collection. Where is it? Where is she? There it is. I use this. I put it behind the screen, and it stands up. Sorry, y'all. I'm on a Lego board right now. So the wings can unfold. You can hold on. If you bend the wings just a little bit forward, she will stand up for you, but the head is forever in this awkward broken neck pose. Yeah, it's from 1999. What do you expect? And these holes that you see in the wings, you might want to leave them there because those are supposed to help with the bendy wire, or else the wire will break the plastic. So this is just a neat little Pteranodon I got the other day. Let me fix the wings. I wish I could fix that head. I could probably hot water, cold water it. Basically, hot water, cold water trick. Where you take 2 bowls, 1 hot water and 1 cold water, and then you just dip your figure in the hot water until the plastic gets super soft and everything. And then you dip it in the cold water. Plus the arm, the leg's gonna be like that. It's a neat figure. It was one I've actually grown up, played with. It's actually Pteranodon Sternbergia, or G. Sternbergia. And we got a cute little Bumpy the baby Ankylosaurus right there. He's being a good boy. It's another cool one. The Safari. I got a lot of Safaris, y'all. Is the Kentrosaurus. Let me get one little thing real quick. Help y'all get the scale was, because I know where I put the thing. Nope, other one. That's pop out. Put this one back in the shelf. Oops. You know what? Put that one. Oh, I can eat that one. It's a new one. Bitch. It's kind of early. Alright, there's the little guy. Alright, sorry y'all, you've been staring at the Kentrosaurus for about a minute. So, here's the guy. It's right next to her. I'd say it's a pretty good estimate. I don't know. This last one right here should not be painted. That should just be the tail. But they made it a spike, and here's the Pteranodon Sternbergia. Let me unfold the wings. It's pretty big, actually. You can stand it up like this, which is kind of awkward and just stupidly. Here's Bumpy the baby Ankylosaurus. But there he is. I'm gonna put him in the back. Right. Oops. Yeah, I really like the inclusion on the green, but they really should have painted this whole bit of green right here. Should be like a bone color if you want to make it bone. That's just the color of the skin. This is from 2010. So you can't really expect much from this. It's a small figure we got on eBay a couple weeks ago. I'm tired, y'all. So here's the Cantrosaurus. Let's go for these Apatosaurus by Schleich. There are only 2 Schleich in this whole group, and there's a new brand of figures that I'm collecting. I'll get to that in just a minute. I really, really love the Apatosaurus. It's a good, gorgeous figure. It's really good. It's probably my favorite Schleich one, probably in a while. This thing is pretty heavy, but I really like the brownish orange with the darker browns and blacks. This is a Noah figure we picked up on eBay. We got it a couple weeks ago. So really beautiful figure. The other Schleich one we got on Walmart.com actually. Surprising enough, is Dimetrodon. It's the original colored for it. Other than that stupid blue one, which was really ugly in my opinion. I absolutely hated that one. If you want to know something about me, I don't like light greens, blues, and yellows on the same toy. At all. Like the Velociraptor, the sculpt's okay, I guess. It's probably the most accurate one we've gotten from Schleich. But it's pretty neat. I like everything about this except the color of the eye. And that's like a it's a turquoise. Don't know if you all can see that. So that's the Dimetrodon. Let me get some more of these. That one you gotta be kind of careful with, because his hands will fall off. Let's just go over the Bullyland figure, which is, I think I said it was, yeah, if I have already, it's Bullyland. This is the Lambeosaurus. This is a pretty big figure. It's made of rubber, like, kind of. You ever go to like a playground and crap? Sometimes the mulch there, it's not wood. It's like used tires. It's kind of like that. I wish you all could know what it's like. The whole thing is, and show you right now. The thing bounces pretty. My phone's trying to bounce. Yeah, that's how rubbery that thing is. Let me put the Kaprosuchus back where she goes. We'll get to the other figures. You can kind of see a couple already. The thing is, I really like the colors on this. I don't really mind the material that it's used, but I like the pose it's in. It's like she's walking. It's an older figure. It's from, I think it's from 2013, 2014. I don't know. You can yell at me through the phone all you want. Big figure. Yeah, you can probably see 3 of these. First, let's go over the Liopleurodon. I believe I've shown this off. I don't remember, so I'm just showing off again. The Liopleurodon. And it's probably my favorite one, actually. One of my favorite. My favorite out of the 2 Liopleurodon figures I have, this one and the Collect Day one from, I believe it's 2008, 2009. I believe it's a Procon. I don't know what Procon is. I gotta look it up. Well, it's pretty good size, I guess. It feels like it's a relatively decent scale. Yeah, this is the Liopleurodon. It's from 2010. It looks like, it says it's supposed to say 2010, but the 2 kind of didn't get in there. Here's the other one. Here's another one that you probably saw, which is the Tylosaurus. It's probably my newest one out of the collection. A couple other ones. I really like this one quite a lot. My grandpa likes this one. He said it's one of his favorites. There are teeth up here. It's a little blurry, but there's teeth up there. Mine look like they were sloppily painted, but I don't care. I like the tiger stripe kind of deal with this. Here's the little guy. I don't know. There's the little guy. And it looks like he's about to get eaten. There's the Tylosaurus. Here's the Animite. By the way, that Tylosaurus, the 2017 toy. This is, where do they tell you the information at? This is a 2014 Safari figure. The rest of these are all Safari Limited. Yeah. It's a pretty big figure. For what it is, most Animites were relatively small. I have a fossil of one in my room at my mom's house. But, I don't feel like wanting to get it. I'm kind of at my aunt's house. The colors are nice. It kind of reminds me of an actual, I forgot the word, squid, octopus, cuttlefish, you name it. It's an ancestor of that. Here's some more that you can probably see. This Allosaurus, despite the inaccuracies on this, I actually quite like this a lot. With this Allosaurus, be very careful. Don't drop it. Don't bend don't mess with the figure that much. Don't rough play with this one. If that, don't play with them at all. These are these designed to go on your shelf, and little kids are supposed to play with these, but I can't imagine them. Hand breaks off. It's always that hand falls off every time. Let's turn around. That one. First and foremost, the tail would not drag on the ground like that. It's from 2007, so the tails would be dragging on the ground. And I don't know why every model company used to put elephant skin on their dinosaurs. We have a small piece of skin impressions from a juvenile Allosaurus, showing it was very small, scaly-like. So yeah, there's a little guy. Oh, you already saw him. Here's the other one you saw in the background, and there's some more that are hidden. They're just off camera. This is the Dilophosaurus. Let me move him over. There. This is a really small Dilophosaurus, but it's very detailed, very accurate too. There's actually is 4 digits on the hand. It's kind of hard to tell. I'm gonna have to take time to get this into focus. Come on, you just had it. Yeah, that little thing right there is the 4th digit. Dinosaurs could have more than 3 digits on their hands, but only 3 digits would have claws on it. So just keep that in mind. When you see a dinosaur that has 4 or more fingers, it would have only 3 of those would be nails. Very small Dilophosaurus. That's the collecting one. Little guy. It came with my deluxe Pliosaurus. This one I was really nervous about, but my Deinonychus, it does stand for me. Alright, I'll do the thing right here. It didn't stand for me on the Lego, but that's perfectly fine because it does stand quite well for what it is. You could also, that's just this. You could also have the feet on the table and the tail completely off and it still stands. This is a really gorgeous figure. I think the skull is a little inaccurate on that, but it's probably the only Deinonychus we've had in recent years. So, accept this, and it's a really good figure. Hopefully, Schleich will make one for us. I just knocked that over. Now some people get where they want the thing to stand up. I just knocked it over myself. So there's the little guy. Let's look at the paint on this. I love that whitish color down there. This kind of reminds me of this little bit of brown right here, and then the brown here. My mom makes really good chocolate pie on Thanksgiving, and just about the whole family just eats that up. I rarely get any. They never leave me any. How dare you? And then there's like an orangish here. I can tell that there was two different pieces for the wings. And the nails, like the hands are on one piece and these arms are on the other. I'm not going to complain about this. They hit it pretty well. It was right there where the brown meets that black and white. The feet are just so realistic. It looks like a bald eagle. I love the red eyes. I think it would look just like a bird of prey, but much bigger. So this is the Deinonychus. When you get it, it's more heavy up here. Let me pause you guys. Okay, guys, I'm back. About 2 or 3 minutes has passed since I paused the video. My grandpa was coming out getting something to eat. It's right now. It's currently early. Let me tell you what time it is. 7:01. So yeah. So back to the review. There's only 2 spots that I can see that are not feathered. That is the feet and the tip of the skull, where the nostrils are, and then it just stops where the mouth ends, and then there's eyes and everything. We got this one, this Pachycephalosaurus. This is a really big figure, by the way. It's really big. It does go well with some of the Schleich ones, actually, but it's Safari. Safari Limited always uses a certain plastic that they always include on their figures. Sorry, guys. I got 8 up last night. There's actually an injury on its head. If that's not a worry to you, you can probably fix that if you really wanted to. You take a pumice stone, take a little bit of air dry, and put that in there, and you got it fixed. Well, I actually really like the injury on its head, because they would have probably had that in real life. And I like the scoots going down to the tail, and the colors, like a burnt color, or orangish, brown, red, with gray and black on it. This one has 5 nails and 5 fingers, and it should be 5 fingers and 3 nails. We don't know what the nail patterns are some of these. So here's a City Patty. They actually made an Anzu, which I have. I'll show you that in just a minute. They should have the sizes reversed. The Anzu should be the bigger one, and the City Patty should be the smaller one. So there's the little guy, and there's the City Patty. Pause you guys again. Okay, guys, I'm back. My grandpa came out again. He didn't turn off some lights. He's kind of weird like that. We have this one and 2 others that I can think of. I really like the colors. Now, the green and the blue are actually not that bad on this. These you also have like some more realistic colors like browns And they used up a lot of orange. They didn't really use a lot of blue and green. If it's like feathering and all, which is like the Schleich Velociraptor, the newer one, I really don't like that one at all. This should have been a Gigantoraptor. If you're wanting to go to scale, this would be more reasonable. But the only Gigantoraptor that we know of, or at least I know of in my collection, is the Collecte one. It's that yellow one, which I actually own. Yeah, today we're going to Jungle Gyms. It's up in Ohio. It's a little bit of a drive, but it's really cool store. Like, they sell a bunch of foods that are from all over the world. And the best part is they have a little store in there, toy store, and they sell Collecte dinosaurs. They sell some Papos too. So here's the Edmontosaurus regalis. This is really accurate, by the way. There are actually hooves on this. You can clearly see it. There's a flesh crest right there, the little comb right there. It's really cool. The beak, I don't know if this is supposed to be teeth, or they just didn't paint it, or what. This is really big. It goes well with some of the Schleich ones. I feel like if they made an Edmontosaurus, it would be like this size, because Edmontosaurus was really big, very big animal. Let's go over the colors. We got red on the crest, like a cream colored underbelly. We got like a dark brown, maybe black airbrush with airbrush black spots, and like an orangish brown everywhere else. Yeah, it's really neat. I really like this one a lot. We got one more. How much time? 22 minutes. Alright, I'm gonna hurry up and do this. The Anzu Wailai. That's how you say it. This one doesn't stand up for me that well. It's supposed to stand this way with a little bit. I would recommend trying to do it where the feathers are down here as a tripedal stance. Overall, it's a really neat figure. I really like the colors on this. How they did the red and the blues and greens and a little bit of white and gray. I think it's really neat. Oviraptorosaurs are just really cool dinosaurs in general. They're the egg robbers. Like I said before, the Sittipati and the Anzu should be size reversed, meaning that the sizes should be different. Well, the Sittipati should be the size of the Anzu, and the Anzu should be the size of the Sittipati. The Anzu was a really big one, big Oviraptorosaur. Sittipati was not. So, yeah, these are my newer additions to the collection. Let me get all of them together. The Deinonychus fell over real quick. Stand that back up. No. That was the Sittipati. Let me pause it for just a second. If I turn the camera off, I'm sorry. Okay, I actually did not turn the camera off. How I prop up my phone so it stays well, I use my Safari Limited Caprasuchus. That's why it's not in very many reviews. I don't show it off because it's the one that's filming. It's the one that's helping me keep the thing up. I use the tail and the shoulder to kind of prop it up like this. And then if I really wanted to, I can stick the tail inside the top of the phone case so it kind of stays up better. That's how I usually do it, like that. So here's the new dinosaurs for this. Alright, we're going to take a picture.